Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Peter Hind, and I'm with my good friend Matt Boone as we're working on our latest Boone or Bust podcast series. And Matt, there's a growing argument that we're living through a second Gilded Age. What do we mean by that?
It's funny, isn't it? Because I was talking to another one of my good colleagues, Byron Connolly, the other day, and he kind of raised this with me as well in terms of this concept of a second Gilded Age. And I think what I would say, obviously, just to step back a bit, in the original Gilded Age, of course, we had people like Rockefeller controlling oil, we had Carnegie controlling steel, Vanderbilt controlling railroads. Really, a handful of industrial giants pretty much owned the infrastructure the entire economy depended on at that time. And that's kind of where that Gilded Age heralded from.
Okay, so now we look at the landscape that we see before us. The richest people in the world seem to have a sort of technology bent into where their fortunes come from. I'm thinking here of the Microsoft, the Amazon, the Googles, the FANGs that they talk about, I think. So do you think it's any different?
Not really. I mean, when you start to look at it in general, Peter, and you look at someone like NVIDIA, for example. I mean, NVIDIA is NVIDIA the new Carnegie, right? So whoever controls the GPUs controls the future. Microsoft, Amazon, even companies like Oracle, are they the new Vanderbilts? They own the cloud. If the cloud, if you like, is the railroads. So you've got the trucks and you've got the railroads that everyone else has to run in. Then you start seeing companies like OpenAI, Anthropic, ChatGPT, and so on coming through as well at the same time.
Do you know what worries me about that, though, Matt, is there's such a concentration of wealth. There's a lot of haves and have-nots. I get back to even before the sort of Gilded Age, to the Industrial Revolution in the UK. The coal miners in South Wales, not only did they run the mine and the profits of the mine, they paid their workers in their own coinage, and they could only spend that coinage in the shop of the person who owns the mine. So they extracted all the wealth all along the food chain for people. And do you see the tech people doing the same? They just want to maximize their profits at everyone's expense.
Yes, of course, absolutely. I mean, that's what's happening now. And I think that, you talk about creating our own currency. I mean, stock options, right? Are they the currency of today's kind of coal and miner owners, that kind of thing as well? And I think the challenge here is that as you look at that, the rest of the economy is scrambling to keep up. It's kind of a false economy in many ways, and everyone's aspiring to have that much wealth and that much richness. And we talked earlier on about judgment. It's leading to very poor levels of judgment at the personal and business level in general, Peter.
And I think that comes with consequences, Matt. I think in the Gilded Age, it comes tumbling down, because the whole concept of Gilded Age is it's skin deep, isn't it, really? There's not much substance below the glossy surface.
Look at the gold rush. You want to go back a bit further as well at the end of the day. It's a time when, speculation is running ahead of reality. Is that happening now? I think it is. We talked about the if and when the bubble's going to burst. That's where we are right now.
And that's the thing that frightens me, Matt, because basically we're driven by the stock markets in which we live. There's money pouring into tech stocks. You spoke there about the potential for an AI bubble burst, and I share those fears. I've been around the IT industry long enough to see there's danger signs on it for that. And the problem is, it's the little guys that get hurt when the stock market crashes, isn't it?
It is, and it's the little guys, it's your mums and pops, that kind of thing in general, who kind of bet the family jewels on some of these organisations, and indeed, the bigger companies can suffer historically as well. But what I would say here is that I don't want to be a naysayer or a cynical skeptic or whatever, but the reckonings are coming, as they say, I think, Peter, and I think that we need, it's our duty in many ways as we think about the Boone or Bust program. Maybe this is something we talk about on a more detailed session, is what do businesses need to be doing right now to protect themselves and cushion themselves when these things start to unravel, which they invariably do.